So when we're looking at Hardie board replacement and we go out to a house, the things that we're looking at before we quote, we do a full inspection of the home. There's a walk around first with the homeowner, and we want to kind of get an idea of what your vision of the project is. Is this project driven by design? Is it just you have old vinyl siding that doesn't look good and you want to give it a refresh? Are there problems that need to be addressed? Do we have woodpeckers that are getting in? Do we have improper flashing at some time that is causing some rot? Is there a window that's been leaking? You know, it's kind of a triage of your current state of your home. And so we like to have that homeowner perspective as we're walking around, things that they've noticed, things that they need to show us as we're walking around. And then we'll walk around by ourselves, and things we're looking at are, you know, how close is the siding to grade? We need to make sure that if it goes down real close to grade that we use proper capillary breaks and make sure that we're keeping the siding to where James Hardie wants it to be. As we look at window and siding interfaces, how does that look? Is there something that we need to do to the window trim? Do we need to suggest maybe that it's time to replace the windows? We want to make sure that when we're looking at that if we put new siding on but the windows are leaking or they're in a condition that's gonna allow moisture to get through the window, you know, we're causing a problem for later. And so we want to at least bring that up to the homeowners and say, you know, the windows could be your first project here. You know, we might not want to do siding until the windows are taken care of, because we're you know, just covering up a problem that could happen down the road. The other thing is soffit and fascia. What do the eaves and overhangs look like? Are the vents plugged? You know, is the aluminum hail damaged? Does it look weathered and worn? So we'll look at that. One of the big things that we'll look at is how the deck interfaces, if there's a deck, how it interfaces with the siding. A lot of decks are built by homeowners who mean good, and you know, they have some buddies come over and they build a deck on a weekend. We have seen a lot of problems from them not being properly flashed, where the deck meets the wall on top, and so that causes some rot, causes some moisture to get back behind the siding. And so we want to make sure that we're pointing those out, that we're pointing out any problems or things that could come up during the project, so that we're not, you know, surprising the homeowners. We obviously can't see through the siding, we don't have x-ray vision, but we've been doing this long enough that we have a general idea of what's going to happen, and the less surprises the better. Another thing is some design ideas. Do we have some ideas that we can throw out there so that we can show the homeowners what shakes would look like, what board and batten, you know, would look like? Is there an opportunity for a build, a portico build, or, you know, some type of structure that we could throw out there? So depending on budget, on what they're looking to accomplish, those are a few things that we look at as we're going around a house to try to help the homeowners make the decisions, to give them the ammo that they need to match up their budget with what they're looking to accomplish from the project.